PropertyMortgageInvestment.com.
This is Mark Warner with PropertyMortgageInvestment.com and would like to comment today about an article that appeared in the Dallas Morning News in mid-September 2011, an article written by Scott Burns, who quotes Michael Castleman. Michael Castleman is the founder and CEO of Metro Study, Inc., a firm that does a lot-by-lot review of many markets throughout the country, in new home markets and lot prices. And he had an idea, which I'd like to talk to you about, and that is the hair of the dog strategy. Evidently, this hair of the dog strategy is about a well-known antidote for hangovers where the hair of the dog is drinking more tequila. Well, I don't drink. I've never heard of the hair of the dog strategy, but in this case, when it comes to housing, it means to do more lending. He says we need to come out of the foxhole, or get the consumers out of the foxhole and get them lending to those people so that the consumers start spending their money and have the confidence to go out there and purchase homes. And he talks about the risks and the rewards. Let me quote. He says, and again, this isn't Scott Burns, this is Michael Castleman, who says, "We've lost 2 years. The throttle for housing is the availability of mortgage money. It used to be the cost of money, but now it's raw availability. Credit scores are down, credit standards are up. Today the consumer is in a foxhole. The home industry is on its back, and the government is saying we need to tighten down. Worse, if they start forgiving mortgage debt, home prices will drop still more." My comment to that is, hooray. That is a great strategy. We need to loosen the credit and allow people to get out there and consume some of these houses that are now on the foreclosed market or about to be. And he says the downside risk is some of those loans, if they lent $1 trillion and they had 40% of those mortgages go bad, they're facing the same risk that they face today in the $400 billion that they've got potential exposure to. Well, not only do we need to increase the amount of loans that are being made and make the investors comfortable that the government will stand behind those mortgages, and at today's low interest rates, we need to get that $450 billion that Obama wants to spend on the job stimulus that he's talked about, and use that for the current homeowners who are out there, not new homeowners, but the current homeowners, and lower their interest rates. Fannie, Freddie, and every other mortgage holder out there is exposed to the risk regardless of whether they're at today's interest rates or at former higher interest rates. And allowing those people to lower their interest rate would free up additional income in their pocketbooks that would then go out and be spent in the economy. Those purchases would force additional jobs. Those additional jobs would force more people into the marketplace to buy homes, and thus we prop up the economy, we build it back up, and have a thriving economy again. So the government needs to get their act straight. They need to come out of the give the opportunity for those people to come out of the foxhole. Also in this article, real quickly, Scott Burns quotes Gary Schilling, who talked several years ago about giving green cards to any foreigner who has cash, who wants to move to the United States and will buy a house. He said it's time to start thinking out of the box in terms of our housing market, which will stimulate the economy a lot better than extending unemployment benefits. There's no return on extending employment benefits like there would be to help homeowners who are underwater, or be able to lend more money to new homeowners who would come into the market and prop that up. This is Mark Warner with PropertyMortgageInvestment.com.
PropertyMortgageInvestment.com.